stay away. Queen furiously send William ultimatum to keep black sheep Harry off the throne. This situation starts with helicopters, a highly expensive form of transportation which the royal family is overly fond of. A source close to the sovereign has told The Sun, Her Majesty has told close friends and courtiers that she would like William to stop flying himself, particularly in bad weather, as helicopters are not the safest form of transport. It keeps the Queen awake at night and she is understandably very worried. Reportedly, her helicopter concerns are motivated by fears about what could happen to the monarchy if the worst did happen and the line of succession suffered a brutal blow. The Queen is delighted in the way William and Kate have risen to the challenge in recent years and knows the monarchy is safe in their hands, the source told The Sun. She thinks the future is bright with them at the helm after Charles, but if something happened to him and the family, it doesn't bear thinking about. And there's the rub, because while Harry might be currently essentially a monarchical irrelevance, a tragedy of some sort, which is not out of the realm of possibility, could see the 36-year-old end up on the throne. Not to be too macabre here, but, should something happen to William and his son and heir Prince George, it would be the now California-based content creator and man with an unusual fondness for the word impact who would ascend to the throne after Charles. And after Harry? Arise King Archie I. Even if the Cambridge family wasn't travelling together, and only father of three William was killed in this hypothetical, Harry could end up essentially ruling, as he would likely be made regent if Charles passed away before George turned 18, and the boy could therefore assume the crown in his own right. Given Harry and his wife Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex's loud and peak-fueled bombardment of the palace this year, it would be understandable if even the remotest possibility of the monarchy ending up in their hands was something keeping his Gan awake at night. Not so long ago, the prospect of a King Henry IV would have been tragic but also a bit thrilling. What would the irrepressible charmer do with the top job? Now, that image is less intriguing and more anxiety-inducing for anyone with an interest in the endurance of the monarchy, because the very notion of the Sussexes taking over would be a bit like two militant vegans being left in charge of a butcher shop. That said, I for one would love to see what show-stopping couture stunners that Queen Consort Meghan would pick for the openings of Parliament, but that's another story entirely. It is by no means guaranteed that the monarchy would survive the Sussexes' stewardship. The royal family has just, barely, scraped through 2021, having miraculously survived the PR travails sparked by the Sussexes flouncing off into the sunset and the ongoing, tawdry fiasco that is Prince Andrew. The Windsors, left in the UK with their hands on the royal tiller, might currently be enjoying buoyant public support, thanks in part to their stellar showing during the pandemic and leadership on climate change, but these recent gains are tremulous. All it would take would be a new family scandal, a new Andrew revelation, or even new, devastating revelations from Harry for this current state of royal popularity to be dealt a disastrous, even fatal, blow. The palace desperately needs calm seas and plain sailing in the coming years to really get the royal family back on track after one of the most destabilizing and damaging periods in its modern history. So imagine for a moment, given this highly precarious state of affairs, if the royal house's most vocal critic ended up in the top job. Would he dismantle an institution he has shown a dearth of respect for or interest in? How would he reshape or remake the organization which he has blamed for so many of his problems and so much of his unhappiness? The throne could end up in free fall.